Yeah, Shalom. All honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai, Basham Rakakadash. Big up all of the Akyam and the Aqua, the virgin and the sister them that are helping to push 100% truth to the four corners. And double honors to all the elder them, Yasha Allah, those who come before me speaking 100% truth. So we are going to talk about, once again, the mark of the beast. Now in the scripture, it tell you that you have the mark, which is the instrument used, because when you translate mark, it go into charagma, which is the name of the beast or the number of the name. Right, we're going to talk about the name of the beast because it's the same thing as the number. The name and the number go hand in hand. The only thing about the name is in different languages, it, it, it you probably couldn't catch on as easy, but the name is tied to the number. So we have to get the beast first. That's Babylon, right? Revelation 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. We know, say, the luciferase is the name of the beast. And the luciferase is a 72,000 adenovirus that has fusion polymer properties to fuse to your regular DNA, which is a 72,000 double helix structure. You understand? So the Lucifer AS is structured for bind perfectly with your DNA, giving you a third strand. And that's what me are going to go into in this video. Right? So Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt be no more called tender and delicate. So Babylon is the woman. Babylon is the whore. Babylon is the beast that brings the mark. The whore, Babylon, the beast with two horns, it's all the same thing. 47 and 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt be no more called the lady of kingdoms, because Babylon, the great mystery, is he or she, the place, the country, that every country has to adhere to. That's why the United Nations is in America. That's why the CDC is in America, which push the initiatives of the WEF and the WHO who are in Europe, because them use America to set up an image to the first beast, which is Western Europe. That's why Switzerland, Western Europe has Klaus Schwab and the WEF, and them are the ones that's talking about you need to get implanted. You need for own nothing, and then America come out and push it with them CDC and United Nations, which are just branches of the WEF and WHO, right? And look, this is the Babylonian god Ishtar, right? In Babylonian mythology, the gods and the goddesses have horns. She has two horns. The woman, the beast with the two horns, is the same thing. The woman, the beast with the two horns, the whore, it's all talking about the same thing, right? Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon. The two horns represent the two biggest powers in America, going into the Republicans and the Democrats, right? And it's this beast, the second one, because the first beast in Revelation 13 is Rome, the seven heads and ten horns, going to the strongest seven powers of Western Europe, of Western Rome. And then the first 10 countries were joined up with NATO on the EU side are the 10 arms, right? So Revelation 13 and 16 in the Berean Standard Bible, and the second beast in Revelation, the one we was just talking about, America, with the two horns, is the one that required all people, small and rich and poor, to receive the mark, right? And it go in, not on. It go in. You understand? So at the second beast, Revelation 17 and 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, United Nations, foreign aid, them adhere to the WHO and the CDC, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of our fornication, our wickedness, American philosophy, right? And upon our forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the great, the mother of all harlots and abominations of the earth. So this place is Babylon. It's talking about Babylon. The heart is Babylon. Right? Now when you go into Isaiah, it gives you the name of Babylon. Right? The name. You start in Isaiah chapter 14, verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. Verse 12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken nations? Because America weakened the nations with their sanctions, with their foreign policy. You understand? With them, them United States led NATO coalitions. Yeah. And right here it's talking about Babylon, but Babylon is called Lucifer. Like the Lucifer is in the jib and the job. And that is the name of the beast. That is the name of the beast. Right? We know say Babylon, the great whore is America. Right? Lucifer is the name of Babylon. And Lucifer has been patented by the Homeland Security of the United States Department of, you understand? The United States Department of Homeland Security is the one who patent Lucifer is. Boom. The name of the beast, Babylon, is Lucifer. Babylon is America. America owns the Lucifer Ace patent. Lucifer Ace is a fusion protein. It's used for buying things. It's a 72,000 Dalton adenovirus protein. You understand? And that's why you have to go back to Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, the charagma, or the name Lucifer is, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding quote the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. So Francis Crick and Watson, them man, they discovered that the human beings has 144,000 genes. 72,000 from each parent binding in a double helix pattern of chiral DNA. Right? And chir in Hebrew means your hand. And chir in modern term mean DNA. You see that? So you take 600 and multiply that by 60, and then multiply that by 6, you get 216,000. Which is like if you add the human beings already have 144,000 genes. If you add another 72,000, you get 216,000. Right? So the Lucifer is that 72,000 Dalton DNA binding protein in regulation of adenovirus. Right? Remember, Lucifer is the name of the beast is a fusion protein, binding, fusion, polymeric, all the same word. Right? We know say Lucifer which is a binding protein, is inside of the jib job, which is the mark of the beast. Right there for the primers and probes, you have Lucifer right? And cDNA. So you are owned by the government now. And that is the 72,000 Dalton binding protein adenovirus. Right? So if you are adenovirus, that means you have a binding protein in you. No. What jib job is adenovirus? Right? The one for the big Nick 19. The sickness 19 jib job is adenovirus. What makes it adenovirus? This Lucifer is because it is a fusion protein. Binding, fusion, polymeric, all are the same word. Them are similes. You understand? Fusion protein. Binding. 72,000 added from 144,000 is 216,000. Them give you a third strand of DNA. Right? So is this just chat that I'm talking? Is this just bullshit I'm talking? Watch it. Right? Watch this. Triplex forming oligonucleotides, a third strand for DNA and nanotechnology. Right? So oligonucleotides are used to give a man a third strand in his DNA for nanotechnology for bind to it so that you are connected to the Internet of Things using the name of the beast to bind these things to you. What is an example of oligonucleotides? The primers for the PCR. Is it DNA polymerases called luciferase polymerase DNA, right? Where were they? The primers and probes, right there, so table 4, and we have luciferase. This is the oligonucleotide that is binding a third strand of things to your DNA. It is the triplex forming. The triplex mean a triple helix for your DNA. You understand? Them add 72,000 genes, right? Them add 72,000 to get the number of the beast. 600 times 60 times 6, 666, 216,000. All right, then give it to you using luciferase. You understand? You are owned by the beast. Then put cDNA in you. And then people do not want to say this is the mark of the beast. Them say, oh, it's coming, the mark is coming. The mark already here, bro. It's here. The people fall for it already. Okay, people fall for it already. Them deceived by pharmacare. They were deceived by pharmacare. It happened, man. So the name of the beast that is talking about for the mark of the beast, right? Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. That means the charagma, the delivery system of the mark. Right? You have to get pierced. You have to get pierced. Whether in your forehead or in your flesh. You have to get pierced. That's the mark, which is the name and the number. Because it can be called Lucifer, yes, in English, but in German, it could be Lighten Holden. You understand? In Dutch, it could be Lichen Helden, but it's still a 72,000 binding protein that will give you 216,000 genes, which is the number of the beast. That's why I have to say it like that. That's why I have to differentiate between name and number. To show you that the name is obvious, but if the name is in a different language than an obvious one, then you should check it out in you should check it out the number of it then. How much you understand the 72,000 thing? And we know in Isaiah 14 and 4, how thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, right, and say, oh, if the oppressor cease, the golden city cease. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? This is talking about Babylon. It's calling Babylon Lucifer. We know America is Babylon. And America as the pattern for the Lucifer. Yes, America is the one that come up with the jib job. America is the one that pushed the pandemic the hardest. So before me just keep on rambling, bro. You understand? Oligonucleotides for a third strand of DNA for nanotechnology. They're giving you a third strand of nanotechnology, computer, bio nanotechnology, for connect you for the Internet of Things, the cryptocurrency generating CBDC system. That's what the mark. It's here. It already happened. Man, them I wait for a microchip. If I get a microchip, I could have popped that out of my hand and then tape it and then tape it under my fingernail and act like I have it inside of my body. You understand that people don't know what I'm talking about? Them are the same ones that said the Lord was coming back in the year 2000, and they were wrong about that. But it's not possible for them to be wrong about the RFID microchip. But they were wrong before about other things. So yeah, shalom, peace and blessings. I hope everybody learn.